go to your repository. Okay, this is your repository, and then first thing you do is you open your sandbox and then click on web terminal. It's going to pop up something just like this. So at this point, you now find your way through your repository, and then you create this directory. So the first thing to do is you can do your ALX. You can see I already have the repository here. The next thing to do is just to do your cd space okay, and then you hit your enter. You can do your ls to see the directories inside that repository, but what you need to do next is to create this. So you can do that using your mkdir space 0 times 0 2 dash functions underscore nested underscore loops. Now at this point you can do your copy and paste to make sure you don't have error. Now you can see it says cannot create directory because it already exists. That's because I have it here already. So what I just need to do is just come here, remove this mkdir. I'm showing you because you are just trying to create yours. So you need to use your mkdir to create the directory, and then all I have to do is use my change directory into the 0 times 0 2, and I am in it right now. So let me clear up here so we can have a clean sheet, and then here these are the items I have here now. Okay, now remember the first thing you need to do, you have to create your readme. So in brief, what we've done so far is make sure you go through your resources, and then answer your quiz. So after you've done that, the next thing you do is you create your open sandbox, then go to repository, and your repository is okay. So I'm just going to be fast with this. This is quite a very huge task. You can see from here it's quite a lot, so I just want to like cut everything pretty short right here. The next thing you do is you now use create the new directory using mkdir. Okay, and then you do your 0 times 0 2, you know, just exactly as you have it here. Okay, now that you've created this, the first thing you need to do before you come to create this, we have to go back up and you need to create your readme. Okay, so here you just do your vi readme.md. Now readme simply contains every of your tasks and what they are all about. Okay, you can see this 0 pusher, look at it here, and then every task, all of them. The next one is alphabet. This, you can see it here with a little description of what the task is all about. Now, so once you're done with that, you do your escape and then shift colon and then WQ. So now you've created your readme. Okay, so the good thing I'm doing for you guys is I'm trying to make sure the codes are made available to you so you can easily just retype them in. The more you type, the better you get in it. Now you've created your readme. The next thing to do is you come back up here. You have to create your main.h. Okay, so when you copy that and then you come here to do your vi space main.h, these are all the prototypes you need to copy in here. So first thing you do is you type in this if indef main underscore h and then hash define main underscore h. Now when they say prototype, this is what they call prototype. This is a prototype. You can see this here is what you have. Void print alphabet, void print alphabet here. No. Okay, now void print alphabet is here. No, look at it here. And then the next one, you copy this one. That's it here. Just like that, you copy out all the prototypes you have and put them in your main.h. Okay, now as soon as you're done with that, you use this code to end it. Okay, hash and if, and then once you're done, you do your shift colon and then your WQ, and then congratulations, you have successfully created your main.h file. So what's the next thing you do? You need to create your pucha underscore pucha.c because it's written here. Okay, you need to create your pucha, prototypes of all your functions and the prototype of the function pucha. Now you have to include pucha. So once you come back here, you can see here. So you just come here and do your vi space underscore pucha.c. I'm trying to make this fast so the video doesn't take so long for you guys. Now you hit your enter. This is the pucha code you need to input for your pucha. Okay, so you have to type this exactly as you see it, though I'm going to make the codes available, but you need to type it in yourself. The more you type, the better you get in it. Now you do your shift colon and then your WQ. I hope you remember before you start inputting anything here, you need to hit the I button in that VI screen or space before it will activate your insert stage or insert mode for you to start typing. So now you have successfully created your readme, you have successfully created your main.h, and then you have successfully created your pucha. What do you do next? At this point, you now proceed to your first task. Okay, once you do that, you just come here. You can copy this if you know how to do your copy and paste, and then you come here. Hold on, guys. Okay, guys, so at this point, we've created pusher. Where was I again? Okay, I said at this point we are to start off with our tasks. Now this is the first one. We are to create this. So you just come here and then you do your, there's a GCC instruction here. So once you come here, you do your VI space 0 dash. Okay, you make sure you type it exactly as it is, pucha.c. So this is the instruction, the script you need to write into that pucha, okay, into this. So you write this into the script here. And the moment you're done, before you start typing, remember to hit the I button on your keyboard to activate the insert mode. Now, this is the insert mode activated. Once you're done, you hit your escape and the insert mode goes off. At this point, what you now do is you do your shift colon and then you do your WQ. Okay. Now, once you've done your WQ, it simply means write and quit. So or save and quit. But since I'm not editing anything, I'll just use the Q, which is just the quit and then exit. So at this point now, we've created our at this point we've created this script. Now, once you're done creating this script, okay, once you're done creating the script, the next thing you do is you run your Betty on it. So all you just need to do is you take out your VI or you just type the whole thing completely, and then this is it. Once you do that and then hit enter, Betty is going to run this and confirm, and then we are done with that. The next thing you do is you run your GCC. Okay, so you copy this and paste it here. The moment you do that and then click enter, GCC is going to run, and once you're done with that, the next thing you do is you do your git add, and then git add space dot, you hit your enter, and then you do your git commit space -m space, you do your quotation, you can say update, or if you don't want to use update, what you just need to do is you come and copy this, or you copy this and paste it in here, or you just type in update to save yourself the stress, and then you hit enter. The moment you're done with this, the next thing you do is you do your git push to push it to your GitHub, and once you're done, hit your enter, and then you come and run your code, and trust me, you're going to get all greens. Now, just a quick summary on that. Okay, now you are on the tasks, right? So the first thing you do is okay, you've created this directory. Now the next thing before the task is create readme .md file. Okay, and then once you're done with that, you just like we did, if you're following this video from step by step, the next thing you do after creating your readme file is to create main.h file, just like we did, okay, using your VI or Vim. Now, once you're done with that, the next thing to do is create underscore pucha.c file. Okay, now That's using your VI as well. And then the tasks. Okay, now these are the steps you need to follow. Okay, I'm just doing this so you have a summary to look at and also listen to my explanation. Now at this point, you create the file, the task file. Once you're done with that, you input the script. After that, you run your Betty. So let me just copy this now. For example, this is the task file, and then okay. Now this is your task file for the first one, the first task, and then you input the script. The moment you're done, you save, and then you go to run your Betty. Run Betty space file name. Okay, I'm just going to put this like this. Task file slash task, or rather task file name. Okay, now once you're done doing that, the next thing you do is you run your GCC space. You have the code. Whenever you want to run your GCC, they've given you the code here already. So all you do is you copy it like this, and then you run your GCC. And the moment you're done running your GCC, the next thing you do is run GCC using the code provided on the task. Now, once you're done with that, the next thing you do is you do your git add space dot. You run your git commit space dash m space. You do your quotation. You can say update, or you copy the file name and just paste it there. And then the last thing you do is you do your git push. Okay, now this step is for this one alone, but most of the steps here are compulsory for every task below. Now I'm going to show you another task and what you need to do that might be different from this one. Okay, so let's go back to the task page. Now you can see that this task looks pretty simple. Yeah, so let's go to the next one. Now in this task number 2, you can see there is prototype, which we have already input into the main.h, right? And then here we have 1-main.c, and then there is a code to that effect, which ends here. This is a script, right? So I'm going to show you what to do when on every task that has this main.c. You need to create this main.c as well. So in this particular task, you are going to create this file, input the script for this, and then you are also going to create this file and then copy this script and paste into this file. And when you're done, you're going to run your GCC. So let's just do it quickly. So whatever I'm doing on this one now is what you're going to do. The same process you're seeing here, as long as you can see main.c, is the same thing you're going to do here, the process, and then it's the same thing you're going to do here as well. as long as you're seeing this main.c, you're going to repeat those steps for all these ones. Okay, you can see that. So let's start with the second task so you can understand and do the rest yourself. Don't worry about the codes. I'm going to make them available to you right in the description corner of this video. So guys, I got you guys, and we code together, we grow together. Now at this point, what you do next is you create this file. Okay, one alphabet.c. So you just come here and you do your vi to your sandbox, one dash alphabet dot c, and then you hit enter. Now this is the script you're going to input, but before you start inputting this, you need to click on I on your vi corner, and then it will activate the insert, and then you input this script for this one dash alphabet.c. Okay, now once you're done, you just hit your escape, and then you do your shift colon and then WQ. It's going to look exactly like what you see here. Okay, but since I am not saving, I've already saved that before, so all I have to do is just do my Q, which is quit, and then I'm out of here. So congratulations, you've created this task, this file for your second task. Now that you're done doing that, the next thing you do is you run your Betty on this particular one. Take note of the steps. You run your Betty on each task. Now Betty is going to run and confirm and tell you to proceed. Now you've run your Betty on this. What's the next thing you do? You now have to create this. Okay, so you now come back here and do your vi space main. Sorry, that should be one dash main. Okay, one dash main dot, that's not a dot, dot c, and then you hit enter. Now this is the script that has already been provided for you here. So once you do that, all you now do is you copy this script, okay, and then go to your vi script, and then paste the script made available to you for the main.c. Okay, at that point you can now make sure you should make sure you arrange it exactly as it is, and then when you're done, you can now escape and then do your shift WQ colon WQ, and then you exit. Now you have successfully created this. So what's the next thing you do after creating this? After creating your main.c, there is a code, a GCC code under each and every main.c. So all you do is you copy this and then come here, paste it, and then you hit your enter. The moment you do that, the next step to do is you do your git add, okay, do your git commit, and then git push. So for these particular ones that have the main, where you find this cat main.c, okay, so this is the instruction you need to do for tasks having those cat main.c files that need to be created. Okay, do the following steps for each and every one of them. Okay, now at this point, the first thing you do is you create the file. Okay, when I say create the file, I mean this. You create the file, So this should be example. So for each task, you are to create the task file example this. Okay, now once you're done creating that, you have to impute the script. Once you're done with that, the next thing to do is you run, as long as it's this file, okay, the one that you've been instructed to do, you have to run your Betty. So the next thing to do is run Betty, then you impute file name. Okay, now when I say file name, you already know, just like this what you have here is the file name. So all you just have to do is you type Betty space, then you type this out, and then you hit enter. Betty is going to run its check just like we did here. Then the next thing you do after that is to create the main.c file in the instruction. Okay, now creating the main.c file in the instruction is just creating this, because that's what is in the instruction, and this is the script. So all you just have to do from here is okay, we are here on this particular one. Yeah, this is the one with alphabet. Okay, yeah. So what you just do is you come here for each and every one of them that has this instruction. You just copy, come here, do your vi space 1 dash main dot c. I believe you saw when I did it before, so there's no need going through this process again. Now when you do that, the next thing you do is to impute the script, starting from the header down to the closing of the script, and then you paste. So right in the instruction, it says create the file main.c file in the instruction, then you copy and paste the script given. So let me make this more clear for you guys. Copy and paste the main.c script given for that particular task. Okay, now the moment you do that, the next thing to do is you save using your shift colon WQ, and then once you are done with that, the next thing you do is you run the GCC code given in that task. Now for this particular run GCC code given in that task is this is the GCC code. Yeah, okay, you just copy from here down to here, copy it, come here, paste, and hit enter. So that's how you run this GCC code for the file main.c that was made available to you to create this script. So what you just do is you copy and paste. That's what I mean. So this is the step here. Run the GCC code in that task. Example, we have the, okay, sorry, it's kind of pretty long, but you can understand it right now. Yeah, So these are the steps. Now, once you're done doing that, running the code, the next thing you do is you do your git add space dot. Next is to do your git commit space dash m space. You give your instruction inside here. You can use update or updated. And then the last thing you do is you do your git push. Okay, the moment you do your git push, you are good to go. The next thing you do is you now come to next thing you do is you go to your task page and then run your code, okay, to check. So you can see that the step for this particular one is quite simple compared to this one where you have to create the main.c file. So if I do my ls here, you're going to see that I created you can see the main.c files, main.c, main.c. They're all here. You can see them, main.c, main.c, main.c. Okay, so you just have to take your time. I decided to break this video to make it pretty simple and straight to the point. So for everyone that has the main.c, you already have the instruction here for tasks having cat main.c. Do the following steps. Yeah, so you have to repeat these steps for each and every file that has main.c in it, even if it's one-main.c or it's two-main.c. You just have to repeat this process for all of them. Okay, so now once you're done, it runs through. Okay, you're going to do that for task number 2. You're going to use that process for task number 3 because it has this. Okay, first of all, you create this file, which you can see somewhere here. Impute the script in it. Okay, once you create the file, impute the script, the next thing to do is run Betty on that file you created. And then the next thing is you do the main.c, which is given to you. Main.c is this. Run the main.c and then copy the script and impute it. Run the create main.c file in the instruction using vi or vim. Okay, now you copy and paste the main.c script for that particular task. Now this is the script for this particular 2-main.c. So once you're done copying and pasting this, the next thing to do is to save it and then you run your GCC. Okay, you can see if you follow the instructions I gave here, copy and paste the main.c script given for that particular task, and then you run the GCC code in that example, in that task. Example GCC this. Now, for this particular GCC wall, all you just have to do is you now come here and copy this particular one because this one is attached to this. Now, the moment you do that, the next thing you do is you do your git add, git commit, and git push, and then you come and check. You do the same thing here, okay? For this task here, use this process, these steps, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now I'm trying to make the steps pretty easy for you to identify and know which is which and what to do. So you're going to run this same step for any file that has this cat main.c. So let me just count it for you. You're going to run that for, you're going to run it for this because this has main.c. You're going to run the same process. When I say the same process, I mean this particular step, this process. You're going to run it for this as well. It has main.c. You're going to run it for this one as well because it has main.c. Now you're going to run the same steps for this one is alpha because it has main.c. You're going to run the same thing for this task. It has main.c. Okay, now you're also going to run the same steps for this one because it has main.c. Yeah, you're going to run the same process. I'm making this easy. I don't need to start explaining everything. Like, I'm just trying to let you know that this is the point you need to do to get this thing done without error, so you don't complain that the codes are not working. Now you're going to run the same thing for this because it has main.c here and it has its script and the GCC instruction. This one as well, you're going to run the same script for this because it has cat9-main.c, and then it has the script here as well, and it has its GCC instruction code. Now you're going to run the same thing here because it has main.c and also has its GCC code which ends here. Now you're going to also run the same thing for this because it has main.c and it has its script here and also it has its GCC code. Now at this point, what you now need to do is you now click on this part to unlock your advanced. There are 5 advanced. Okay, when you're done with all of them with this step, don't forget to push do your git add, git commit, and git push, and then run your checker on all of them. Then you proceed to your advanced task. Now there's something about this advanced task, so I want to show you. I think I've done that before, so I've not refreshed this page, so let me just do that quickly. So the advanced, I think the advanced started from, it's 5 advanced. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So the advanced starts from here. Okay, so at this point, this one also has prototype, so you have to include this prototype into the main.h. Okay, remember main.h has all the prototypes, so you're going to include this there. That means you need to edit this, and then remember to do your git add, git commit, and git push to update it. So you do the same thing for this one. It doesn't need prototype, no prototypes, no prototype, no prototype. So when you come here at this point, okay, this task follows the same instruction just as I have outlined for you here. So all you just have to do is follow the same process, okay, for this task. It has a main.c file, yeah, to be created, and the script is just here as well. So you just need to copy this script, paste, and then it has its GCC code for this particular one. You run your GCC just as you can see here. Yeah, so you do the same thing for this one. then you do your git add, git commit, git push, and then check your code. You come to this one. This one has no prototype, so you just need to impute the script. When you create this file, you impute the script, okay, and then you just run your Betty. So the final update that I want to let you guys know of is the last 4 tasks of the advanced task. Doesn't need let me verify that. No GCC, no GCC, no GCC. Okay, so the last 4 tasks of the advanced, okay, the last 4 tasks, which is task 16, 15, 14, and 13. Okay, so last 4 tasks, the last 4 advanced tasks in bracket 16, 15, 14, 13. Okay, doesn't need GCC code running. Okay, so all you just have to do for the last 4 tasks, all you just have to do is hold on, let me expand this so you can see. Okay, I believe you can see this now. Okay, so okay, good. Now the last 4 tasks, all you just need to do is create the files and impute script. Then the next thing you do is run Betty on the files and then do your git add, your git commit, and then your git push. And the moment you're done doing that, you have successfully finished your tasks completely and everything should be green for you. So guys, if you have any question, just do well to drop it in the comment section. And if at this point you still haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Let's build a community of programmers here. We are here to help each other. Okay, just hit that red subscribe button and subscribe to my channel so that when I upload new videos, you will also be able to learn from them and improve on your coding skills. Okay, so guys, and also don't forget to hit that notification bell. So guys, if this video actually helped you solve this task, which is the nested loop functions and nested loops, do well to give a thumbs up and also share your comments. If it helped you, just say thanks, just appreciate me. Okay, subscribe. So guys, see you in the next video. I'm signing out right now. Before I do that, just remember this, okay? This is very important. Very, 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 very important. The steps, don't forget them. All right, guys, see you in the next video. Cheers. Bye-bye.